welcome to Latropeth language tutorial number 6. We're looking in this lesson at location, identity, state, and existence. We're really looking at how Latropeth covers the way that the verb in English to be is used to convey these concepts. So if we have a look at these examples, he is behind the tree, expressing location. He is a man, expressing identity. He is happy, expressing state. Before we launch into the topic proper, just want to do a quick bit of revision here. For our purposes, the subject is the doer of the verb action, that is the noun in the sentence that is the doer of the action of the verb. The object is the receiver of the verb's action, that is the noun in the sentence that expresses the who or what that is receiving the action of the verb. And the subject and object in the sentence are reflected on the verb itself by noun class prefixes. Remember the order that the prefixes occur in, subject first followed by object, and remember that the prefixes are cross-referencing the nouns in the sentence in terms of the noun classes that the respective nouns fit into. The word order in Latropeth, in English, you would generally get subject, verb, object. The dog bit the postman. In Latropeth, the general word order is verb, subject, object. Bit the dog the postman. When we're dealing with sentences involving destination or location, the subject will generally go to the end, and you'll get a variation where you have, for example, with a verb of motion, verb, object, subject, where the object is a noun that expresses the destination of the movement. So for example, approached the mountain the man. Remember that nouns in Latropeth all belong to a particular noun class, and each noun class has a resident prefix. The prefixes appear on the verb, also on adjectives. So an adjective is describing the noun, and the adjective will take a prefix that agrees with the noun in terms of its noun class. Now to have a look at the concepts that we're covering in this lesson. So let's first look at location. Now I need to make a distinction between location and destination, or it might lead to some confusion in light of what we've covered in previous lessons. So as a bit of revision, you'll remember within a sentence using a verb of motion. This is the structure in Latropeth. So you've got the verb, for example here, niyoyis, to go, plus object, which is a noun that is conveying the destination of the movement, followed by the subject, who or what is doing the moving. So example, pi niyoyis tasuna kum. So that would translate as the man goes to the tree. So you can see the verb, you can see the object expressing the destination, which is the tree, and the subject, the man. Now let's look at location, and let's see how the structure varies in Latropeth. So location, we're not saying where someone or something is going to, we're saying where someone or something actually is located. So let's look at this verb wais, to sit. Literally to sit, by extension, it's just used as a general verb in Latropeth to express location, where somebody or something is. The structure works like this. So you have the verb, then you have a preposition plus a noun that expresses the location. We have not covered prepositions yet. Prepositions are words like in, on, under, above, that denote a frame of reference in terms of where something, how something relates to something else. So the location will be expressed with preposition plus a noun, followed finally by the subject, which is the who or what is being located somewhere. An important thing to make note of here is in this kind of a sentence, the verb will have only one prefix. Only the subject is cross-referenced on the verb. This is because the location is not expressed by what we would call a direct object. It's a variation of that, a preposition plus a noun. So it makes the verb simpler. Let's have a look at the example. So you have piwais. Wais we know is to sit, or more generally just to be located. And you've got pi, which is the prefix for noun class 3, which is the noun class which nouns referring to people fit into. Then you've got the location expressed in a preposition plus a noun, so latamdasu, behind the tree. And finally nakum, the man. So the man is the who or what that's being located somewhere. So putting the whole lot together, piwayis latamdasu nakum translates into English as the man is behind the tree, or more literally, the man sits behind the tree. Identity. Now with identity in Latropeth, we actually use the verb suhayis. Suhayis literally means to stand. When you use the verb to stand with a subject and an object in the sentence, then this structure is used to convey the identity of the subject in terms of what it is or who it is. So let's just look at the example. So we have piche suhayis nakum kuma. Logically, this is a bit of a weird sentence, but I've got good reasons for keeping it this way at the moment. The meaning literally, the man is a mountain. So it's expressing identity because we're basically saying who or what the man is. So have a look at the verb first. Piche suhayis has a subject prefix and an object prefix. The subject is the man, which fits into noun class 3. The object is mountain, which fits into noun class 2. So you have piche suhayis, the verb proper, the subject nakum, and the object kuma. This is how this structure is used in Latropeth to express identity. Piche suhayis nakum kuma, which would translate as the man is a mountain. We've basically kept in line with the general word order of Latropeth, which is verb, subject, object. Have a look at state. So when you're expressing the state of something or someone in Latropeth, where in English you would use the verb to be and say something like he is happy, the way it works in Latropeth is basically you turn the adjective into a subject-only verb. So it's quite a simple sentence, this example anyway. Pi kawim mis nakum. Kawim means happy or content, very common adjective. You've turned it into a verb and given it the kind of structures that a verb would have. So you've got yis at the end, and then you've got your subject prefix at the beginning, which is p, which is noun class 3. The who or what that's being happy is a man, and a man is a human, of course. And human beings, nouns that denote human beings fit into noun class 3, for which the prefix is p. So you have pi kawim mis nakum. Keeping with Latropeth word order, the verb comes first. So pi kawim mis nakum. That translates as the man is happy. Now we have a look at existence. So how do you express existence in Latropeth? This one's pretty simple in Latropeth. You've got this invariable verb form, phanayis. Phanayis doesn't change, it doesn't take prefixes, it doesn't get modified in any way, it's always the same, it's invariable. Phanayis. So you simply begin your sentence with phanayis, with the verb, and then follow that with the noun that you're expressing the existence of. So in this case, dasu, tree, and we just go phanayis dasu. Phanayis dasu will translate as there is a tree.